Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and every once in a while in crochet there are these defining moments, and I really think that this board is one of them. This is so beautiful. I just love this. I've just been walking it around the office, and this is to introduce a series of flower videos that we're doing here on YouTube. And we're going to do videos on every single one of these flowers, and then there's going to be several other flowers also. And most of these were done with worsted weight yarn, and all different brands of yarn were used for this. And I just think it's really beautiful. Look at this. And so it's a great way to use up scraps. And this one flower down at the bottom, let me see, I gotta go this way. The pink one here, I made it big enough so you could actually put like a little votive candle in the middle. And you could use these like to decorate scarves or hats or just anything, placemats, anything. I just love these things. So anyway, well, we're going to take you to a close-up lesson, and Christina is going to show you how to make the flowers. And please, please, please subscribe to our channel and like and share our videos because it really helps us out a lot. Thanks a lot for watching.
Hey everybody, it's Christina from maggiescrochet.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this sweet little violet flower. This is fairly easy. Now this one here was made using a sport weight yarn. That's a number 3 bulkiness and a size G hook. I'm going to be using a worsted weight yarn today. It'll be a little easier for you to see what I'm doing, and I'll also make the flower turn out a little bit bigger. You can certainly vary the bulkiness of your yarn depending on what size flower you want to end up with. But no matter what size yarn you're using, you'll start by taking it on your hook with a slip stitch, or slip knot rather, and you'll chain 4 for your foundation chain. And the second chain from the hook, so skip that first one, here's the second one, you'll work a single crochet and then a single crochet in each chain across. So at the end of row 1, I'll have 3 single crochets. Chain 1 and turn at the beginning of each row. For row 2, we'll work 2 single crochets in this first stitch, 1 in the next one, the one there in the middle, and in the last stitch we'll work another 2 single crochets, so that at the end of this row we've increased to 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Row 3, chain 1 and turn, and just single crochet all the way across. Just work it even. Row 4, so the last row, there's only 4 rows to this. I'm going to single crochet in the first single crochet. Now in the next stitch, you're going to work a couple of stitches. First will be a half double crochet, so you'll yarn over, insert down into the stitch, pull your loop through, yarn over and pull that loop through all 3 loops at once. In the same stitch, you will work 2 double crochets, yarn over, insert into the stitch, pull a loop through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and then 1 more double just like that. In the next stitch, you'll work a slip stitch. So that'll be insert your hook, pull your loop through, and pull that same loop through the first loop on your hook. Next stitch will be 2 doubles. And a half double, kind of the reverse of what we did earlier on in the row. And then the last stitch will just be a single crochet to kind of finish it off. So you get almost this little heart-shaped look at the end. So that's one petal. At this point you can finish off and weave in your ends. You'll make a total of 5 petals per flower. I've already made the rest of my petals here, so let me show you how you put this together. You'll just kind of take the petals and you can either glue them or depending on what you're attaching them to, if you just want to pin them right on there. I'm gonna sew mine today. So I found the easiest way to thread a yarn needle is take your yarn, fold it in half, pinch it between your fingers just like that. Take your yarn needle, the bigger the better, slide it right down over that pinched yarn between your fingers. That's going to thread your needle really nicely. Usually I leave my long end at the beginning and not at the end, but I left it at the end this time, so I'm just going to kind of work the yarn down till I'm at the bottom of my petal. And then I can just add each petal on. Now the right side of your petal is the one where your stitches are kind of leaning towards you. See how that top of that stitch is kind of leaning towards me? And on this side it's leaning away. This is the right side. So just take each petal. I'm just going to kind of tack these together first, make sure they're positioned correctly, and then I'll start down a little more firmly. And like I said, you can glue this if that works better for you. There's no one single way to put this flower together. Just kind of overlap the petals, making sure that you are looking at the right side of all of them. There's the last one. Now I'm going to try, let's see if this will work. See how each of my petals overlaps the one before it? I'm going to try to overlap the first one and the last one so you can't tell where I started. See, if I did that, it's pretty easy, obvious which one I started with. So I'm going to try to overlap that just a little bit. Hold it all together. And then we'll just sew through this a few times to make it stay. You may want to use pins just to hold it still while you're sewing. So I'm just going to tack this down a little bit, make sure it's nice and secure. The one nice thing about using the pin, like I showed you in the example, is that it's got that nice pearl on the end. That's a really nice touch. So that's basically it. This one probably needs a few more stitches to be really nice and secure. I'll probably grab a button or something, so right there in the middle, give it a nice kind of finishing touch. But that is your violet. Let me show you the sport weight yarn one again with the pin in it. So you can see how much bigger the worsted weight yarn ended up being than the sport weight. Either one is perfectly fine. Just know which one you prefer. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And you can find the pattern and the materials you need down in the description. Thanks for watching.
And this is the third part, which we're going to do the edging round. So at the end of row 13, so what that is to just go between these two shells and go into that space right there and work a single crochet like that.